My name is Nikhil. I'm doing here as graduate certificate of hospitality management. I'm giving you a presentation of one of my subject HRM. First slide is my career path. I want to see myself after about 8 years as executive chef. I want to start as a sandwich and in a sandwich section as well as salad section. I want to spend here time because I want to know the basics of the kitchen department, how to cut, how to prepare all the things, and after that I want to shift in another section, short order cook, where I will prepare some dishes which is prepared quickly and will be easy for me to cook. And then after spending near about 2 years here, I want to be a cook, be a proper cook, learning more things about the dishes. And after that, near about 4 years, I want to be a sous chef, and on that time I want to be very good chef, know everything about the dishes, all the starters and all that stuff. After near about spending 2 years here in this section, I want to move forward and as a sous chef, and I want to be a chef then. When I am the chef, I want to experiment with the dishes, and I want experiment with the dishes and make my new recipes, all that stuffs. And after 2 years of this, and I want to become a executive chef. I hope so I will be executive chef in the future. And second is steps in a effective recruitment process. It contains of near about 8 steps. It starts from the advertisement, then the telephonic interview, then face-to-face interview, interviewing with the selling qualified applicants, near about, then the final interview, then the referencing, checking process, and finally the offer letter will be given to the employee. That all these 8 steps considered in these slides. So next slide is Premier in my contract type. I choose Premier in at Heathrow. It is a very good hotel and very cheap and best, I think so. It is come in the budget hotels. I choose here part-time contract because I think part-time, I am also doing in a part-time work. That is why I choose part-time contract. But as well as we know all that full-time workers get all that benefits, and part-time contract employee also get that same type of benefits which also give to the full-time contract employee. For example, pay slip which is given to a permanent employee as well as the temporary employee, and there is all the facility giving to the part-time workers also, such as tip. But in the matter of tip, maybe it is dependent upon the policy of the company. In here they give tip 50% to the part-time workers. And another 4th slide is Premier in learning and development strategy. In this slides there is near about 4 steps coming. Understand the system, understand the job, to know weaknesses, and using the resources in a proper manners. First, understand the system. Whenever the new employee coming in the company, they should understand. He or she should understand the system of the property. What are the rules and regulations? How how is the atmosphere, who is senior and all that stuff, to understand all the things that will be better for him in the future. Understand the job. In this section, I think so it understand the job is that to know how to use the equipment. If employee is a waiter or waitress, he or she should know how to service, how to give service to the customer, how to serve, how to talk, how to react with the employee. And weaknesses also we have very usefully for him, because if he or she knows his or her weaknesses, then he can or she can improve in his work. To resource in a proper manners, in this I think he should know all the equipments or all that equipments, how can he or she use, for example, that fire safety equipments or other equipments. If he or she working in a kitchen department, he or she should know how to use the fridge or all that stuffs, and what is the temperature and what is the basic things of that. Performance study at primary. In my point of view, manager plays a very important role in this strategy, because he or she knows everything about his property, of the employees as well as the employee, and he or she knows everything about the weaknesses and the strengths of the property and all of his staff. So he can make the strategies according to the situations, what he will do or what he will not do in the future, and that will be definitely benefit to the company, as we all know that. And he should always do some meetings with the staff, so know the feedback of the customers, talking with the customers. He definitely knows all the weaknesses and the strengths, and according to that he can make the strategy for his property. Exit strategy for permanent. There are near about 3 steps for whenever the employee wants to leave his or her job. First step is the resignation. Because if or she is not happy with the salary, or he or she is not used to the not using the atmosphere well, or you can say that he or she is not comfortable in the atmosphere, then he or she can give the resignation. Then it goes in the HR department, and in that they can process that, and if the employee is good, they can talk with him. Then they can tell her or him that okay, we are going to increase your salary or all that stuffs. Then maybe he or she is satisfied. That's depend upon the employee, and that is the policy of the primary. Dismissal is also one of the exit strategy. In this it is come when maybe the contract between the employee and the employer is finished, and they don't want to continue that contract in the future. They can use this strategy. Exit in interview is that maybe employer is wanted or manager wanted to know the experience of the employee, how he was feeling when he was working here, and then they can take her interview and they get know how is our atmosphere in between the employees, and how is the atmosphere in the company, and they can improve that atmosphere in the future. Policy and procedure of the Premier. General. There is nearby general is mean that there is general managers always sitting with the employee, making the plans, making the strategy, and they can add about the company through the websites or in the advertisement in the news or television or like that. Third parties mean when the room is booked through the third party, not through the third party. For example, travel agents or websites or some other agents, that is called the third parties. Security. Security is a very confidential and personal type of thing. They cannot discuss these things with everyone. They have their own security department. They have own their security codes to open the doors, open the lifts and all that stuff, open the rooms as well. So they don't discuss all the things with everyone. Direct marketing means when they're marketing about their product directly, not through the sources like newspaper or in the television, and through the hoardings on the roads and all that stuff. That is all from me. Thank you. Thanks a lot.